says Dhananjaya, Mai Sarvamidam Prodam Sutre Manigana Iva. I am the Sutradhara of the entire universe. And everything else is strung on me like beads. So I hold the universe together. So if I am holding, whether it is an intellectual discussion, whether it is an emotional discussion, whether it is about health, about anything, about wealth, anything what we are discussing, we must remember that there is one Sutradhari. There is one person who is underlying the whole thing, the Adhara of our very existence, and that is the Master. And so he enumerates it, he says it very clearly. Rasohamapsu Kaunteya Prabhas Shashi Suryayoho. I began with this only. He says, I am the, very beautiful, I am the rasa in water. In Apsu Kaunteya Rasoham. So normally we don't think of water having taste, but we all know that water has taste. No? We think it's tasteless, it's colorless, it's odorless, all that. But when we taste water, what is the rasa we get? When we really need water and we drink water, just plain water, look at the rasa anubhava is so high. And that is who. So the next time we drink water, we must remember that it is Bhagavan. Next time we just அப்பா என்னோட தண்ணி குடிச்ச உடனே என்னோட thirst quench ஆச்சுன்னா பகவானுடைய ரசனை அது அப்படின்றத நினைச்சுக்கணும். ரசோஹமப்சு கௌந்தேய பிரபாஸ்மி சசி சூர்யயோஹோ. It's like a tongue twister. Prabha is effulgence, light. He is the light. He is the light of the sun and the moon. Shashi and Surya. He is the light. And simply he says, Jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. So, I am the life of every being. There is no life in any being without me. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. Okay. Bijam mam sarva bhutan. I am the seed in every being. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam. Okay, I am the intelligence of the intelligent, buddhimadam asmi. I am the, so look at that man, yeah, he is so great, you say, no? Tejasvinamaham. That greatness is what? That greatness is because Bhagavan has given that. And the next line he says, very beautiful one. Okay, then next line. Okay, balam balavatamaham. That is, I am the strength of the strong. நான் இருக்கேன், வேற எதுவுமே இல்லை. நான் என்னோட யோக நித்ரையிலேருந்து எழுந்து இந்த ஃபுல் உலகத்தை நான் கிரியேட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். There is nothing apart from me. Brahmam okkate. It's a beautiful song of Annamacharya. Brahmam okkate, Parabrahmam okkate. Everything is me only. Everything is Hari only. Everything is the master only. There is nothing apart from him. And therefore he says that the Trigunas, the Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, is me. That brings us to the main verse of this chapter. Daivi Hyesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. This is the verse which we have gone on discussing in our class here. Many times in many aspects. In fact, we started off with Kaivalyopanishad. Kaivalyopanishad brought us to the Dhyana Sloka that I say is the Dhyana Sloka of Kaivalyopanishad. And the Bhadram Karne Vishunyama Devaha. That brought us to a point where Ashwalana is being told by the master in that Upanishad Prajapati that it is Maya that makes everyone do what they are doing. It is the Shakti, the Maya Shakti that allows me to think I am Ambika, you to think that you are Suchitra, and her to think that you are Radhika, whatever it is. Rupa, Kaushik, Jayashri, Akka, Narayana, whoever it is Maya that allows us to think that I am this. That is the Maya Shakti. That is its work. Okay. Prakriti's work. You can call it Prakriti, you can call it Niyati, you can call it whatever you want. Any name you call it. So, it says, it is Maya that allows us to, sits in our Shariram Asthaya Karoti Sarvam. So, we came to that point in Kaivalyopanishad. Then we came to the point where we said that if Maya is what is making us do everything, and have a wrong identity as to what we are, and instead of thinking that we are the universal self and being in that bliss, we restrict ourselves to this this name and this form and have it so many ups and so many downs, and when the downs come, we don't want the downs, when the ups comes, we are happy, and all that nonsense we are doing only because we are identified with it. So we should not be identified with something that is not. So why are we limiting ourselves? We are making the greatest mistake of limiting ourselves. Would we all be happy if, I mean in the sense, if today, here, right now, if, will I be happy with the knowledge of a second standard child? I will not be happy with the knowledge of the second child because I have experienced the knowledge of an older person, right, who has gone through all that. Whereas, when we see that supreme knowledge, we are satisfied with the limited knowledge of our limited existence. How? When we know that largeness is there and it's just in fact that is our truth, that is the truth and not this, then why are we restricting ourselves? I cannot understand. But again, it is only Master's Maya which makes us believe we are this, and it is the Master and surrendering him, Mamevaye prapadyante. That's why he says in this verse, the most important verse I'd say, because Mamevaye prapadyante Maya metam tarantite. So those who surrender to me, I will get them across, he says. Finished. Simple. I have given this Gunamayi Maya to everybody, and therefore they are thinking what they are, and all this whole world of plus and minus and pleasure and pain and sorrow and happiness and everything is happening. But if they surrender to me, I will see to it that they cross over. It is my job. So he alone, I began with Avanarulare Avantar Vanangi. Only by his grace we will allow that Prapatti also, but he has allowed it for us. He has allowed it for the people who are sitting over here in this room. And that's why we have to be so grateful. Otherwise, where will we be? So how does the Prapatti happen? How do you do Pranipata? How do you do Pariprashna? How do you do Seva? We will come to that of course in later chapters of the Gita. We have to, if we have to understand the Supreme, we have to do Prapatti to the Master. That's clear. Mami vaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. So how do we do Prapatti to the Master? We have to do Prapatti to the Master. We have to remember him all the time. We have to remember that it is his grace that is allowing us to do whatever we are doing. We are breathing only because of him. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu, he is saying it. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu. Why is he saying it? He says, because I am only your life, ma. Nobody else is your life. I am your life, so remember me. We remember all those who give us even a little bit of joy in life, no? But we don't remember the one who is responsible for our entire existence. So that is what we have to do, right? So that is why he says, we have to do Prapatti. So we will go into because we are running out of time and started late, we have to do Prapatti. How do we do Prapatti? We have to remember him at all times. How do we remember him at all times? We have to do an actual sadhana. We have to bring our attention to him at all times because naturally we will not have it. So at least, initially when you are successful about something, say God's grace. Start saying it. Start making it a practice. When you are successful about something, it's God's grace. When you are having some difficulty, oh God, help us in this. That's all. Remember God at every juncture. Start with every opportunity you have to remember God. If you have, this is an opportunity, say this is an opportunity. When we are with our loved ones, we pick up every opportunity to be with them, to talk to them, to be with them, to get their energies, to share our energies with them. That is, he is the highest energy. So pick up every opportunity. So if somebody said, wow, beautiful sari, say thank you and remember God. We won't remember God at that time. Okay. Say, oh wow, you've done a very good job, Kaushik. Somebody says, you've done a very good job. Immediately we have to. It's not that we don't do it, but we have to do it consciously and constantly. That's the difference. We do it, definitely we do it, but that's also his grace. Definitely, as I said, we are here only because of him. But we have to do it consciously and then Shravana, which you are all doing. The beautiful Navavida Bhakti, we will go into it again. Any number of times we go into it, different angles open up. So we will go into it again in the next class. But I will finish with this beautiful statement of Prahlada, which he tells Hiranyakashipu in the Bhagavata. He clearly tells you approach God at least in any one of these 9 ways. There are 9 ways of approaching God, at least approach in one way. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. So you listen to his story, which you are all doing all the time. Sing His glory. Sing His glory means not literally பாட்டு பாடணுங்கிறது கிடையாது. If you don't have a typical musical knowledge, you don't have to sing His glory. But you talk about Him, every time you say, oh beautiful, all these forwards that come, Rama this, Rama that, Shiva this, Shiva that, whatever comes, say, they at least put that namaste, take that opportunity instead of all the other concepts that come with that. At least this you pay attention to. One chance you get, okay, Kirtanam, so you praise Him. I wrote the Soundari lyrics verse in the next class, just remind me, I want to talk about it. Smaranam, think of Him all the time. Pada Sevanam, do seva for Him, go to the temple, do some kind of seva. Then Deva Manusha Rupena, do service to people also, nothing wrong. But remember that they are Manusha Rupam, Deva Manusha Rupam, not generally like that. Archanam, worship Him, Vandanam, pray to Him, Dasyam, serve Him, Sakhyam, treat Him as your friend. Anyway, at least once a day, you look at Him and say, look, how would you confide in a friend? Like that you confide in Him. Everything. Lay yourself bare in front of Him. He is your dearest friend. And what a friend. He is the all-powerful Antaratman. So He will help you in the maximum way. I'll tell you one more story about that in the next class. So one story about friendship, Sakhyam, and one Soundarya verse. These two are for the next class. And then Atma Nivedanam, surrender to Him. We will discuss that also in the next class. So we are at the crux of what we need to do to get over this dual existence. See, there are many stages of grace which I was presenting in one of my talks and presentations in Bangalore. The first stage is stage of grace is He selects us. He has selected us for His grace. He has picked us out of the many and allowed us to even remember Him once. Then after that, the story just opens out. So the first stage of selection has happened, and we have to be ever grateful to Him. Enna Kaimari Thane. With that, we will conclude today's class and go to the further verses in the